Okay, look, even experts make this crypto trading mistake. I'm going to tell you what it is so you can protect yourself and you can stop losing money and start making profits when it comes to cryptocurrency. And the mistake I'm talking about comes down to technical analysis or their technical analysis. And whether you do TA yourself, whether you use technical analysis or watch other people doing technical analysis, this applies to you. You have to watch this video so you can understand this mistake so you don't fall for it. See, most people doing TA, doing technical analysis when it comes to crypto on YouTube, on Twitter, they look at news, they look at events, and they look at macros. They pay attention to the Fed, they pay attention to interest rate hikes, and so on. And look, when it comes to TA, when you do TA, there's usually an argument to both directions. You look at the arguments they can go up, and you look at the arguments they can go down. For example, you hear me saying all the time, let's just make a little chart here just as an example, excuse my artistic abilities, all right? And you hear me saying all the time, if we break resistance and we close above resistance and we start going up with volume, chances are we're gonna go up from here. Or you will hear me say that if we break below support and close below it and it becomes resistance, we should be going down lower. And this all depends on probabilities, but if we do this, we expect this, so you take this position, use stop loss here, and so on, right? I don't want to bore you with TA right now, I just want to show you something very important. My dog just came in. This is my puppy, this is Vias, if you haven't met him. I love him a lot, he's my baby, and he's the best. Aren't you the best? Me capaz? I love him, okay. Okay, the problem is that the news, the macros, the interest rate hikes, it clouds your sentiment, it clouds your judgment, and you become biased. Look, let me explain something to you. When it comes to news, there's news for the masses and news for the classes. You and I will never have the news for the classes. We only get the news for the masses. And by the time we hear them, it's too late, or they're trying to justify the TA they did with the news that came out. It's supposed to be the other way around. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. Don't tell me the news and I'll show you the charts. Does that make sense? And look, interest rates don't matter. I've proved this. When I was telling you that the price of Bitcoin's gonna go up, even though we had all the problems with the interest rate hikes, what did Bitcoin do? It went up. When there was war in the Ukraine, I said Bitcoin's gonna go up from here, it's gonna ignore it. Everybody called me an idiot. What happened? Price went up. And I know this sounds controversial, but look, I'm a contrarian, but look at price history when there was wars in the stock market. A lot of times, if not most times, it went up. So you're probably thinking, Paul, I don't understand. Why is this happening? Explain this to me so I can have a better understanding. And that's the problem right there. Markets are irrational. They're not rational. Markets are irrational. When you take rational events and try to predict the market, usually, most often, you are wrong. Stop rationalizing the markets. Look, technical analysis will show you the probable direction and how to make those plays. If the probability is it's going to go up, you bet for it to go up. You put your stop losses in case you were wrong, and that's how you get stopped out of the market. Does that make sense? This also applies vice versa. And look, most of my predictions in the market, most of my predictions, especially on Bitcoin, is because I look at the charts. I don't look at the news. I'll look at the news after I do my technical analysis, not before, because I will get confused. It will make me biased. It will shift my analysis. So if you want to be a technical trader, if you want to be a swing trader, a day trader, or an investor using technical analysis, stop looking at the news, stop looking at what's going on. It's all noise, and especially if you go long term, it's temporary. You don't need to know the news event to know how the markets will react. You can see it in the charts before or as soon as it happens if you actually pay attention. I was talking to my nephew the other day. I actually called him up. And I was telling him a while ago when Bitcoin was dropping under 25K, I told him that it's time to buy because Bitcoin is not dropping as much as it should for what's going on. People were panicking. And of course, he sold. And he sold where? At the lows. Why did he sell at the lows? Because everybody else started selling at the lows. When the news came out, the panic already started. Bitcoin was already dropping from insiders. You're reacting too late. Does that make sense? There is a place to react, but you're reacting too late. And if you want to take it a step further, even fundamental analysis is secondary to technical analysis. You don't believe me? Look at meme coins. What fundamentals do meme coins have? Now, of course, yes, I understand you can't do technical analysis on most meme coins because there's no price history. But look at the meme coins that have been around for a while. Look at Dogecoin. What are the fundamentals? Markets are irrational. Now, here's something important. Make sure you listen to this, okay? Most people in crypto that do TA, they are inexperienced because they started doing TA after they got into crypto. Now, most people, they have not been in crypto for a while. And if you look at most TA experts out there, they're young. They're in their 20s, early 20s. How long have they been practicing TA for? 2 years? 3 years? At best? It takes 2 or 3 years just to start learning how to do TA. And the TA they're doing is so confusing, so many indicators, so many patterns. There's no need. You only need some basic patterns, basic candlesticks, and support and resistance. You don't need to draw triangles and make everything a mess on the screen for you to do TA. They're doing this because they're trying to sell you this. They're doing it for views. And understandably, I make videos for views. We're not on YouTube for the anonymity, but they're doing it daily so they can get views daily. You are not day traders. Do you understand this? Most of you are not day traders, and if you were, you will not have time to sit here watching this video. So they have no experience. They have no experience doing TA. They're just starting to learn themselves. Look, most of them made a reputation in the bull market. Everyone's a genius in the bull market. And if you want to talk about traditional traders, they have their own flaws because they're trying to apply what they know into crypto. And while a lot of it is the same and it does work, there are parameters to be changed. For example, your stop loss gaps. It's very different when it comes to crypto. Anyway, I'm not here to sell you a course because I don't really have one on TA yet. I do have a few courses and webinars for free though. You can check them down below, and make sure you watch this video right here if you want to profit in cryptocurrency and not lose your shirt, okay? Watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.